All right. We should be live now. Boom. Let's see. Connection's working. All right. I see myself. Boom. We are live, baby. Today is going to be a sound design stream. And we are going to use these wonderful machines right here. And what I'm going to focus on is making like wacky sounds, recording them into the Digitakt to save them. And I'm going to try it and make some loops while I'm at it. So it's not just, odd sounds here and there. And we also have, something usable for later. Maybe I'll make a beat. I don't know. But right now, I'm just going to focus on sound designing, talk you through the process, and I think we'll get some cool stuff. This machine right here, the Digitone, is extremely powerful. It can make some of the craziest sounds I've ever heard, and I definitely want to put together a one-shot pack with it. So that's kind of what I think I'll get started on too. But I don't want to just do one-shots. You got to do some loops too, All right. Let's get to designing. So the way the Digitone works, it's an FM synth. So basically, like you start with one thing, and then based on these ratios, you can modulate different frequencies. So like here, I'm pretty sure like A is modulating C is what's going on. Here, let me zoom in on the Digitone. Yeah, it's like kind of blurry. What's going on here is B is modulating stuff. Very noisy, very harsh sounding, but you can filter it like a lot more palatable that way. Mess with the amp envelope a little. And if you just add some reverb, some chorus. That's kind of cool. A little basic, but still pretty cool. We can make this less harsh if I just like dial in the ratios a little bit. Like that's very belly, This is like a classic FM bell vibe. And if we just like take all the FM away, it's just like a sine wave, Yeah, very pretty stuff. Now the cool thing is you can use the LFOs on the Digitone. I guess probably not a good one to automate, but if you set a very slow BPM and you pick like a fun destination, like a ratio is a good one typically because it affects the sound a lot. But another good one could be pitch, and we can do a little bit of vibrato. This one we'll actually want to speed up. Very pretty. Yeah, the Digitone is great if that's what you're thinking about buying. OLED J or OLAJ. If I mispronounced that, I apologize. Like some other cool stuff you can do is I think the harmonics basically changes the type of waves that are on A and B, I guess. So you could get a lot of like different timbres, if that's the right word. A lot brighter. The other cool thing you could do is you could have the FM fade in. So right now it's just going in all at once. We could have it fade in. You could have each side fade in at different rates. So you could get like very interesting combos. You could get these like very long, evolving, drony sounds. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You could also mess with, that's actually a very fun thing to do, is put an LFO on the algorithm, and it basically changes like the configuration of the different like oscillators that you're using to modulate stuff. Well, you have like a primary like oscillator, like a sine wave typically, and then you feed other things into it to modulate it. I might be explaining that wrong, but you have a carrier and a modulator. Typically sine wave is what you start with, and then you modulate it with a bunch of stuff. All right, let's find the algorithm here. It's the first one. So we'll want to make this very slow. And it might be best to not do it something continuous, but do like a square. Oh, I'm on the pitch one. There we go. We could have it like maybe fade in. It's a little jarring, unfortunately. Yeah, maybe we don't do algorithm. We could do like a ratio. Yeah, see, that's crazy. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. I think I'm just going to record that to save it. And that's like the fun thing about this workflow. Let me zoom out. Is like everything. So the Digitone feeds into the Syntakt, which feeds into the Digitakt. And I could record everything I make off of these two boxes directly onto here, or anything that I get here, I can just resample it directly into here. So it's like it's a pretty efficient workflow if you're trying to make samples, or you're trying to make a sample pack or whatever you're doing on that front. It's very, very fast. I like it much better than like using a DAW, honestly. All right, we just got to arm it. So once this thing is armed, as you can see here, we got a little threshold set. And then once one of these devices breaches that threshold, it's just going to start recording. And if we like what we have, we can easily save it. So I'm going to record a long sample. Boom. And now we got that here. Let's zoom in. I could just trim it up. the cool part about this, if we wanted to, let's call this like FM1. All right. Boom. The cool part about this is if we wanted to, like, we can right now have it set to the max length, but this is also great for recording in time loops. Like, you could set it to 64 steps or 128 steps, so like 4 to 8 bars, and you could just record perfect loops very easily. So if you like want to make drum loops, so easy to do it. You can honestly do it all on the Digitakt if you wanted to, but if you got something like the Syntakt, which I got right here, we could just make a loop on here, immediately record it in time on the Digitakt. So it's pretty great for making like drum loops, any type of loops, melodic loops. So let me just make a little drum kit real quick. I think I'm gonna go down like 6 semitones ish. All right, that's close enough. We're gonna try to make this a little clean. Ooh, that's cool. It's got some knock. Let's set our tempo. So everything's getting controlled by the Digitakt. So I just set my tempo on here. All the other machines are synced up. Everything's the same tempo. And typically I like to work in just like regular time. I don't like speeding this up to, you know, like 140 BPM or whatever if I'm trying to record in 70. I think I'll do 84 for now. And the beauty of these machines is you just get the step sequencer going, put down some random steps, see how you like it. Doing some micro timing here on the Syntakt to get a little bit of swing going. And that's really all there is to it. You just kind of mix as you go and sound design as you go. Add some reverb to this clap. Maybe filter it a little. It's such a speedy workflow. That's what I love about this. And then got some hi-hats. Now the other cool thing, so on the hi-hat, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to actually a length of 7. So it's only going 7 steps, but what you can do is you can have a master length of 128, which is 8 bars. So it'll only play 7 steps, but every 8 bars it'll reset. So you're never like really out of time. And this way you can get a lot of like very interesting, unexpected hi-hat patterns. And I'm going to add some micro timings on a few of them. That's pretty cool. And then what I'm also going to do is just like add some parameter locks, you know? And you're going to get a lot of like variation for very little effort. And then what we're going to do is add a snare, some reverb, filter out some of that low end. That's pretty cool. Ooh. I like that. Now what we can do is just start extending our kicks. And, you know, add more pages as we go to make this loop more interesting. Another cool thing we can do, so like on the hi-hat, is do a little note repeat where we retrig. I'm actually going to do it on another step and then have it repeat every few bars. And so there's that, and then we're going to add a trig condition. So this repeats every 4 times. You can't see it, unfortunately, because it's too bright, but we're going to get like a weird little note repeat every few bars. There we go. And now if I wanted, I could add, you know, like a bass or something. But I think I'm just going to keep this to drums. So I'll probably load up the tom machine. It's very, very fun. Got to change this to gate mode. Toms are crucial. Let's go into our filter again. That's fun. Add some delay to it, and this right now, what I have is a ping pong delay basically. I'll make it a little slower. All right. That's fun. And we're just going to set a trig condition, so this repeats every 4 bars. We're going to turn the volume down a bit. Alright, that's fun. We can also mess with the timing a little bit so it's not right on the grid. Let's see, what else can we add? What we haven't touched at all are the analog oscillators. So the way the synth or the Syntakt works is you get 4 analog oscillators and 8 digital ones. Now the digital ones, I'd say like they're pretty good for like melodic stuff. You get like 5 melodic machines. You get like a handful of drum ones, but the analog ones just come loaded. Like all of these are different drum machine configurations. A lot of different snare drums, bass drums. You get a couple of different like rim shots, which is pretty cool. A couple melodic ones, and then 12. This is all dedicated to hi-hats or cymbals. So you get like bunch of different types of cymbals, hi-hats, things like that. You get like this hi-hat lab thing, which is a very intricate hi-hat machine, I guess. You could generate any freaking metallic tone you can imagine. So like we can have another hi-hat doing like eighth notes. If we want to. That's kind of cool. And then what we're going to do is the filter is also a little different. But I'm going to throw on a high pass. It's a lot of fun. High pass it out. And then what we can do is pan these hi-hats to make space for both of them. And what we can also do is add some note repeats. And we could also throw on some trig conditions. Gotta do it separately. So I'll have this repeat on the third bar out of every fifth bar. So it's a little less predictable, you know? Could also throw on some melodic stuff. Now, again, where the Syntakt shines, I feel like, is you just have so many options at your fingertips. Like, you can make whole songs if you want on this one thing, which is great because this thing is not a sampler. It's just like everything is a synthesizer that's on it. Whereas the Digitakt, it's pure sampler. You know, you get zero synthesizer engines on it, but you can use like single cycle waveforms to essentially use it as a synth if you want, which I'll show you in a second. But this thing, no samples, purely synth. It's actually, I feel like this is in a good spot to just record, and what we can do is record it directly into the Digitakt, and then if we want, we can take it in the Digitakt and mess with some of these effects, because you get much more options in the Digitakt too with the effects, which is nice. You can also like pitch it down, use the different like sampling algorithms to do some wacky stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. And again, the fun part here is we can sample perfectly in time, which is wonderful. You don't have to try and like match up your timing. We're going to set it to 64 steps. So 4-bar loop. Actually, we'll set it to 128 8-bar loop because some of them might not. Actually, I think we'll be fine with 64 steps. All right. Now we have a perfect loop recording on the Digitakt. And it's going to stop once it's done. Boom. Perfect. This is in 84 BPM. Fun stuff. Now we can just save this. Drum loop. This is always the worst part. This is what makes me miss having a keyboard. Because typing on this thing is awful. Don't recommend. Drum loop. 184 BPM. This is y'all are seeing how the sausage gets made. Because that's the most boring part of. Oh, where did I put it? That's the most boring part of making stuff. What happened here? Let's get rid of that. All right, let's see. Let's see if we added this to our project. I don't think it's in here, but we'll see. All right. Should be in here. Either here or... Oh no, I think I might have loaded in a lot of the same samples. Multiple times. Okay, here we go. Why is this not playing? Is it muted? No. That's very odd. Oh no, did I lose audio? What happened? Oh. I'm on premix. My audio is gone. That's not fun. What do? Let's try the age-old trick. Turn it off and then on again. See if that does anything. I think my mic is working though, because I can see that moving. All right. For some reason it just stopped. Okay, but we're back now. All right, we're gonna turn this off. We're gonna increase the length all the way. And now this is the loop we had recorded. And we're not hearing the Syntakt anymore because I turned the volume off. And now what we can do on here is replace this with the stretch algorithm, or rather machine. So it'll keep the same tempo now, regardless if we go up. It's gonna make it sound weird, but it will stay in time, which is fun. And now we can basically like mangle the sample a little bit. Make it a little more unique if we want. That's fun. That's kind of cool. See, that's like a whole different beast. And I can add a little bit of a filter if I want. Could add like an LFO to one of these parameters. I don't know what. Maybe like, what'll happen if we add it to a tune just a little bit? See, like that's just like stuff like, who's gonna think of putting an LFO on the tune on a stretched out like drum sample or drum loop and like get this monstrosity, whatever this is. Like, what is that? You could get so many like weird effects on the Digitakt. It's such a simple but powerful machine. Does it record as you're messing around with the parameters? That's a great question. So like what we can do if I wanted, I could arm this right now and resample as I am messing around with these different parameters. And I'll just show you what that looks like. We just have to change it to the right channel. Hold up. Let's move the microphone so I can look at this thing. If we just change the source to track 1, now I can resample track 1 only. And I can, if I want to, like do an 8-bar loop here. It's armed to record. And now it's just recording. And should have captured all of that. So yeah. Now we captured all of that. Me just twisting the knobs and whatnot. So the answer is yes, you can record the parameters as you're messing around with things. It looks like my bitrate might be low, but I feel like my stream's on. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. It's a very fun machine. Here, I'm going to change this to input left and right. But like, yeah, cool stuff we can do is just pick different parameters and throw LFOs on it and see what happens. Like, ooh, like we can make a little like make it swell up and down, little breathing action. I feel like I might be lagging a little bit. My internet is being god awful. I don't know why, but oh well. That is out of our control. We're gonna keep streaming. Hopefully it picks back up. That's all I can do is wait, I guess. Let's see. Let's see what my bitrate is like dropping to not where I want it to be. Internet speed. Let's see what's going on. Just be normal. Please, internet. Just be normal. It's being very slow. Okay, download speed, crazy good. Amazing. Big fan. Feel like my upload speed is lacking though. Feels a little choppy. No, my upload speed is great too then. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Alright, I don't know what's going on. But we're gonna keep pushing. And hopefully it gets better. Alright. Ooh, there's like some other cool stuff we can do with this. Like we could do like a little halftime. We go reverse if we want. You can go double speed. A lot of fun stuff. The bit reduction is so fun on this thing. This makes it sound like it's coming out of a broken speaker. It's very fun. And then you do some sample reduction. It's it's a whole different beat. Hey Taylor, appreciate it. Thank you for following. Thank you for supporting. Appreciate all the support I can get. All right. I think I'm gonna record this. This is a little unique. We started with a very basic beat, and it turned into something much more cool. All right, now we have another perfect drum loop. I'm gonna call this like messed up or messy drums. Messy, not like the soccer player, but kind of messy drums. This is like, honestly, it's like these weird niche, like, I don't know, parameters that nobody would mess with. That's like the whole reason I do this. Cause like, who's gonna make this? There's no point to making this. And then like you put a lot of like bit reduction on it, and all of a sudden you get like some crazy ass thing. Like, see, same beat, 5 octaves up. Like, if I wanted to, I could probably turn this into a synth. Hold up. Let's do that. Let's, like, go on another. Ooh, that's honestly. See, this is. Oh my god, this is like why I love experimenting with these, you know, these set of elektron boxes, because like I would never think to make this beat. Just a entirely different beat now, because we switched the machines, and we're doing a forward and backwards loop. That's so cool. Can do some like glitchy action. I might record that too. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. All right, let's do another 4-bar loop. And ooh, I think we got it in time. All right, I think we got another in-time loop. See, this is all from just one loop. We're just like flipping it in so many different ways. So many unexpected ways. Like, if you're trying to experiment, this thing is so much fun. You're just going to get so much weird stuff that you would never expect to make. And one thing I haven't even done yet is put a comb filter on this. If you put a comb filter on it, it's going to get crazy. We'll do like messy drum loop. Another messy drum loop. Do like messy drum loop, drums. I'm not going to do the loop, too much work. Messy drums, 84. And then dash 2. All right. And this is my workflow basically when I'm like making samples. I said I would do the comb filter, so might as well do it. Alright, we got the comb filter on. Now this is gonna just make it insanity. That's crazy. That's just a crazy, crazy bass sound. We can make it more subtle though. Can make it like evolve now. If we want, we could drown it in reverb. Yeah, so much fun. Subtle reverb. Yeah, that's cool. Woo! That's cool. We're recording another one. Yeah, this is an infinite loop maker for real. Why do I even buy drum loops? I know you won't really need them if you like mess around on a Digitakt long enough. And like, I don't know how long ago you got here, Taylor, but all of this was here. I'll show you like where it originally started from. It all started from here. Let's turn that off. It all started from this one thing. Let's see. We gotta change up a little thing. This is where we started from. We started from the Syntakt with this one loop. That's where we started from, and now we're like making weird stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We're going to record another loop because why not? All right. I actually don't think that one was a good take. Let's not save it. Let's start over. Starts like in a weird section. Yeah, I mean, I could spend hours on this thing too. I spent like many hours, probably like 40 to 50 hours making a sample pack on this thing. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, the loop just has like a weird starting point, but it works. All right. What we're gonna do is we can preview it. I think it really just starts from like here, I want to say. Hold up, let's zoom in a little bit. That's what the loop is. All right. So that's the starting point. Let's see. Let's get the ending right. All right. That's the end. Zoom in a little bit. Cool. It's a good loop. And now we just save that. Call it, I don't know, messy drum loop 3. Or rather, messy drums 3. Messy drums 84. I don't even think it's 84 BPM anymore, but initially it was. We'll figure it out later. 84 3. Yeah, this thing, infinite idea generator. Oop, I'm not even on the right camera. All right. Or right angle. Here, we could do it. And we could do like a lot of different machines on here. This is the repitch one. This one might not be super duper interesting though. Oh, it like speeds it up and slows it down based on like repitching it. Got it. Not as fun. Grid could be fun. Grid chops it up. We can get, what, this is a 4-bar loop. So we could get 64 slices. I'm pretty sure from this. Yeah. Hold up. Slice select. Ooh, can I not play the slices? I'm pretty sure there's a way to do it. There's not a way to do it? No. Boo. Alright, we're actually going to do the length. The length of the slice is just going to be 1. Alright, this might work. There we go. See, that's just a cool sample. And now we have like a drum kit. And if we want, we can like use these chopped up drums to make different one-shots. Let's take this envelope down. And like we could do all sorts of weird stuff now. Let's turn the reverb down. Like if we want to make an 808 now, let's say. Now we can make an 808 if we feel that way. Full metallic 808. Just add some overdrive, basically. Ugh, I wish this was clearer. Let me see if I can make it a little bit more clear. I think what I need to do is add an effect in OBS. I'm going to try the sharpen effect. Let's see. Does this help? Alright, somewhat. Alright, this definitely makes it a little clearer. See, now we have this like weird... We have like this weird little metallic kit. What else could we do here? I'm like, you can make this even more odd. Now we're just getting like weird sound effects. But that could very well be little metallic-y 808. That's pretty cool. See, you just gotta add the low pass filter. Don't go too crazy, because like if you open up the filter, that's weird. If you close the filter, it sounds like a normal 808. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is increase the length to max. Record a one shot. Might need to record it for a little bit longer, just so it doesn't end up making like a weird little sound at the end, because it's not at a 0 crossing point, so you get like the little clicks, which is not fun. Boom. Now we got like a weird little 808 kick thing. That's not typical, because like that's the other thing that I enjoy personally when I make music, is making something that's a little different, has more character, you know? I feel like we hear the same, like, you know, same drum kit on many songs nowadays, especially if it's like pop music. You're hearing like the same sort of synths, same sort of sounds everywhere, and I don't know, it just feels boring. So sometimes it's nice to experiment. I mean, no shade, I listen to like popular music all the time. I'm sure everyone does, but it gets a little boring after a while. See, that's like, you can make like a little weird drum thing, like a different type of drum almost from this kick. This is like a drum / laser combo. That's just fun. Could turn on key tracking. Actually, key tracking does not, I don't think, apply here. That's just fun. Yeah. What time is it? It's getting late. How long have I been streaming? Have I made it an hour? Alright, I'll go 5 more minutes. And then Got to make a video, the post for the day, and then probably sign off, go to bed, do my day job in the morning, you know? Alright. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's do that. Cool. It's like a weird kick. We're gonna call it weird kick. Alright, I can't see. Weird kick 1. Boom. I need to come up with better names. Maybe chat can help when there are people in here. Or, if you're watching this not live, you should drop some suggestions. Ooh! That's fun. Yo, that's such a cool sample. I would have never thought of that. Woo! Alright, we're gonna record that. I feel like my throat is so dry. Water's good. Alright, let's record this. Cool. It's like a weird riser thing. We'll call it weird riser. Why not? Weird riser. Let's go. All right. I think that might be the last one. Almost made it an hour, but I'll be back tomorrow streaming, same time-ish, probably like 10 p.m. Central. So yeah, for the people that watch, thank you, and hope you have a good night. Bye.